Rightio, guys. Joining you here in the commentary box for Court 1 on day 7 of the final series. This is, I believe, number 1, New Zealand under-23 women versus how many teams were in this division, Nick? 7?
Morning, Stu. The under-23 women's division had 8 teams in it total.
Yeah, right. So there you go. 1 versus 8. Canada at 8th position. New Zealand at 1. New Zealand performing very well over this competition, as you can see, because they're finished the round robin in first position. So Canada are going to have to pull out something very special. Not surprisingly, though, they definitely could do it under the guidance, leadership, and command presence of Andrew the Lumberjack coaching this Canadian team. You can see him there sporting the tucked-in, white, tight rash vest. Set off, or maybe even just sort of icing on the cake with that lovely sort of groomed, sort of creamed beard he's got going on there, Nico.
Yeah, look, he is an absolute star of this tournament, Andrew. That it really frames the beard beautifully, that white rash vest, and the way he sports it and the effort he puts into tucking it in, it's just second to none in this competition.
Yeah, I know. He can get it done both in the water and around the pool deck. He's decided to keep his toque red and white beanie away from the pool here, so he's not channeling as much Where's Wally as he normally does, but he's certainly just putting on a show for everyone, as he normally does. He's just sort of a fixture, a feature, and icing on the cake, like I said, just a little bit of maple syrup on the pancake of this competition there, Nico.
Yeah, look, and it's been a tough call for me as a tournament convener. You know, you're trying to have the best interests of the athletes and every the competition at heart, but at the same time, you really want to promote that beard action and get it going. So to have to sit down with Andrew and go, look, I know it's important to you, but can we back the Brill cream, like the Brill oil off a bit in the beard to just keep the water clarity up? That was a tough call to have to make.
Yeah, I know. I think he might have gone. I think he might have changed his cream and just sort of put in a little bit of a water-resistant cream type sort of Vaseline mixture, just to keep the viz good, but also keep the body and the beard under the water, because obviously you don't want too much movement. You know, sort of too much kelp frost going on down there, Nico.
Yeah, but you want it to keep form, because it comes up, gets stuck in your mouth while you're trying to make an important call, or that could cost them the game as we get underway. And there is actually, I don't know if you forgot, Stu, but there's hockey going on here on the monitor, so we better occasionally refer to what's happening as.
Well, I do believe we were talking about something that's in the water at the moment, and yes, we will go to the game right now. As you can see, the Canadians doing a good job of applying some pressure on the Kiwis as they choose to take it over the far side of the court there on a nice little lateral move. You can see there one of their backs swimming it all the way onto the far side, being met there by the Canadian competitors, so they're definitely not going to make it easy. The Canadians only having 2 subs in this game, let's not forget. So not only are they playing the number 1 position team, but they've only got 2 subs there, Nico.
Yeah, look, it's been amazing heart and courage from a lot of the Canadian players. They've come away with a few teams a bit short on numbers, but fantastic that they've still bought the teams. We've had some other countries this year that just didn't show up because they couldn't quite get enough numbers, or they thought their players were too young, but the Canadians really committing to that junior development program, and we've got Steve Carr's sad that it's you and me. Do you think he's sad because it's you and me, or sad because it's New Zealand playing Canada?
I'm not sure if he's just sad in general or what, but interestingly enough, we've actually got Matthew Hart and Steve Carr's. A little bit of dad bod royalty just joining us here on the live chat to tune in on this. This exciting game, New Zealand versus Canada, 0-0 at the moment. So the contest is certainly fierce under the water, and on the surface there, a whole bunch of stick candy getting thrown down early here, Nico.
Yeah, it's really going to be interesting to see how this chat room unfolds. It's there's some fierce competition to be had as we see a game being pulled up there and a foul being awarded to New Zealand and against Canada, as we see the puck just caught up on that far wall. I think the Kiwis will be pretty keen to move it out of that zone, Stu.
Yeah, they certainly have been taking it laterally in this first part of the game, as again you can see them driving it over the near side wall here. The Canadians quickly meeting them in the centre of the court. The Kiwis recycling it back on a nice little reverse curl sort of pass action and driving it all the way to the tray. So Canadians going to have to lay down some serious defensive effort to keep that puck out. Unfortunately, the puck is in the goals. Referee on the far side there is saying no goal, no thank you. Gloved it in there, Kiwis. So the pressure is off for the Canadians here, Nico.
Yeah, look, it looks like Mar there, the referee from Colombia, also now playing in Australia and then playing for the Barbarians team in an upcoming Hawaii tournament. Just seeing a bit of gloving. I don't think it was the last play. I think it was probably a bit earlier in that play that put it in, but great numbers from the Kiwis there, and promising sides for them and looking dangerous for Canada.
Yeah, and Amar obviously knowing a fair bit about gloves in general there, Nico, because he's He's one of the directors of the 6L Agua Underwater Hockey Equipment Gear. They provide some great gloves, sticks, and accessories. So please jump on Facebook or online, come down to the pool and get your 6L Agua quality gear there. As you can see, I'm again getting involved here and having a couple of little nice little hand gestures there, just trying to find the player.
Yeah, he's looking for number 8. We've had a few problems for the referees in this tournament finding cap numbers with the way mask straps are going. So where they're using the body numbers a lot in there, and you saw Amar just showing the signal. He was playing advantage as the first referee. It was actually one of the other referees that signalled the final foul that stopped the game, but Amar playing advantage and kicking the Kiwi number 8 out there, Zoe Hyam, for what looked to be a dangerous
flick.
Yeah, dangerous flick. So
2 minutes in the bin for number 8. She did a little nice penguin shuffle back to that first seat there in the sin bin. So unfortunately there, Kiwis go one player down for the next 2 minutes. Looking at the chat as the Kiwis drive it all the way to the tray there. Yeah, the Canadians doing some good defense. It looks like they do have it down the back wall here at the moment. So a nice amount of defensive effort being put in there by the Canadians, Nico.
Yeah, look, Canadians really starting strong here. 5 minutes nearly gone in this game and still 0-0. It's great defence from this 8-person Canadian team, and we've got an all-star chat happening here, Stu. Liam Watson joining us in the chat room as well, so it's going to be interesting to see how this continues to unfold. We'll keep you updated on that chat room as we see New Zealand recycling the puck nicely into that centre corridor.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. Canadians again driving it out straight down the middle there and finding a release pass. The Kiwis pretty quick to get that puck back. Just sort of biding their time, picking their line and bringing it over to the near side of the goal tray here. Again, met by a very strong Canadian defensive presence. Lots of numbers on the bottom. They're pretty quick. Oh, the puck's just dropped in behind the Canadian defenders. The Kiwis very quick to swoop on that. So I believe that is number 5, I'm pretty sure there for the Kiwis, scoring goal number 1 for New Zealand there, Nico.
Yeah, so that's Becky Lord, strong player, very skillful, playing in that outside position there and putting in a good goal to swoop. As we see the our Chewbacca chief ref sporting a fantastic beard, signalling a timeout there for New Zealand. Sadly, Stu, we don't have a link to the cameraman, and it's actually. Is it Matthew? I believe it's Matthew Thrills Payne on the camera up there doing the camera work.
Yeah, the Payne train doing a bit of camera work today. Unfortunately, we don't have a direct audio line to him, so we can't tell him to drive the camera around. But the next time you guys get a bit of a vision on the poolside ref, just check out the kind of facial raccoonery that he's got going on there. It's very impressive, as we can see Coach Emma for the Kiwis having a good chat to her ladies there on that back wall. Interesting enough, Liam Watson joining us here in the live chat. He has had his second kid recently with Danny Watson, and I reckon he's going to be generating a little bit of a dad bod too. I think he's naturally a little bit better at keeping it at bay, but 2 kids down, it's just around the corner for old Liam, I reckon.
Yeah, look, I was actually just talking with Liam 10 minutes ago about how we're both getting old and neither of us can get over the scars from previous tournaments of those big losses as we see the game getting underway here, and the Canadian girls actually winning the strike and moving it across the pool there. But yeah, you know, there's a few of us starting to get a bit old here, Stu, and obviously yourself, crutched up. I'm expecting not able to play Hawaii now. Probably the dad bod could be close for you.
Yeah, I've had to do some serious upper body work in the last 2 weeks just to try and keep the dad bod at bay. It's not really working that well because there's way too many sugary snacks for us to eat in here in the commentary boxes. All I'm really doing is talking a whole bunch of rubbish over the last 7 days, as all of you guys have had the pleasure of listening to. As this game continues, obviously the Kiwis and the Canadians fighting it out on that far side. Just in the Kiwi defensive area now, the Kiwis are doing a good job of shutting down a lot of the Canadian attempts at attacking movements. The Canadians, not surprisingly, choosing to keep that puck on the wall there. Probably a bit of a choice, probably a bit of a choice by the Kiwis, keeping it safe. So if you're enjoying this live feed, please go to gofundme.com/Hobart2017. We've had a good amount of donations over the last day. Over 61 people in total donating to the cause for junior development of hockey, both within Australia and around the world, as the Kiwis go for a nice little drive, centre channel, inside flick. Good drive all the way to the left-hand corner of the tray, met there by the Canadian defenders, and I believe the Canadians have actually managed to keep that one out of the tin there, Nico.
Yeah, it looks like they've managed to clear that across. Refs keeping a close eye there from the surface. And just a shout out and a thank you to Ben Richards. Yes, Ben, you are correct. I was actually quoting the GB under 23 ladies' names and numbers as opposed to the New Zealand. So I've corrected that clerical effort here. So that was number 5, Gabby Steer, that put that one in on that previous goal, Stu.
Yeah, well, one job, Nico. Before you sat down and got the mic, I told you to swap those team lists over. And obviously you can convene a comp, but you can't swap team lists. So not surprisingly, a little bit out of practice in the team list adjudication there, mate.
Yeah, look, sadly, I haven't been able to dedicate the time and energy into sorting out team lists here at the commentary booth that I would like, Stu, as we see the Kiwis trying to recycle that puck into the middle of the pool. But once again, the Canadian girls just getting some numbers behind and sweeping it wide. But look, you and your commentary team, Stu, headed by Harry Vanderwood, who then bailed out before the tournament started, doing a great job.
I like that. Matthew Hart just weighing in onto the live chat here. I think he might be talking to me at the moment, mate. I'll just read out people what he said here. Is the referees, I think, have called. Oh, no, they're still going. The play's just over in the far
Wrong
side
court, mate. Wrong court.
Worry about your bone density, mate. Breaking your leg on a 2-foot fall is a worry. Don't arm wrestle, you kid. Well, thank you very much for that feedback.
I'd like to correct Matty Hart there. 2 feet would be being a little bit too generous. It was about 3 inches deep. As we see the Kiwis, numbers on the bottom, strong drive in the corridor and putting in second goal as looks like number 5, Gabby Steer, the goal hound, putting that one in there.
Yeah, is that her second goal of the game? So 2 goals scored, both by Gabby. Well done for number 5 there for the Kiwi lineup. Very impressive with only 6 and a bit minutes remaining in this first half. I must admit, I was actually expecting more goals to be in the tin here for Kiwis. So the Canadians doing a valiant effort of keeping these Kiwis out of the goals there, Nico.
Yeah, look, a credit to them and the Lumberjack coach and the fantastic work we've done. As we see, there he is. Look, it's not the Lumberjack coach, but we've got the Chewbacca poolside chief referee there just signalling that one out. And the way those sideys link into that beard, that's a full raccoon there. There's nothing half raccoon about that one, Stu.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, he's not quite up to Andrew's standard, but I think that's mostly to do with the fact that he just hasn't paid his beard that much attention. Like, Andrew's definitely sort of grooming his facial raccoon a lot more than the poolside ref is. I can't remember his name, though. Do you remember the poolside ref's name? I know he's from the States. He's in their men's team, I'm pretty sure.
Look, I want to... No, I'm going to get it wrong. I want to say Phil Hickey, but I think that could be a GB, not a USA. I'm actually going to get out on the pool deck now, Stuart, and get some confirmation on this. If anyone on the live
chat could tell me who that Wookiee poolside referee
Steve
is,
Cars
that'd be
will know.
good.
We've got him here.
Steve, can you tell us who that guy is? Thank you very much on the poolside referees. The chief ref for court 1 there. 4 seconds to go in this game. You can see the Kiwis going for the spare gear bin on the side. I think maybe they're going for a little bit of a mouthguard swap on the side of the pool there.
Yeah,
Nico.
It's their captain, Georgia Child, there, just having a little moment on the side with Emma Ray, getting some extra guidance as she rejoins the substitution box. The Kiwis actually only with 3 in the box there today, Stu, which I've only just noticed. So whether they've got a player resting from illness, I noticed they got 2 standing on the side.
You were correct, Nico. Phil Hickey
Notch it up, 1 to me.
Picked it like a dirty nose as the Kiwis have another drive at the goals, and this is going to be goal number 3.
No, we've got the referee at the back there signalling gloving foul.
Denied. Back you go, Kiwi girls. Gloving. No goal for you. So 3rd goal for the Kiwis. Basically said no thank you by the referees for gloving. The Canadians will get a advantage puck in their defensive area here on the far side of the court there, Nico.
Yeah, a little bit of a let-off there for the Canadian girls, and as we see, the Kiwis quick to turn that around and take possession and put the puck back in and keep this aggressive pressure applied. Now, I don't want to create controversy, Stu, or put too much pressure on, as we see the Kiwis just so strong driving towards that tray again. But is it too much to think that Emma Ray perhaps could jump on the beard bandwagon?
Well, I mean, it's been done before. And, I mean, it's going to be hard for Emma, I think. She's going to start from a fair way back. But I'd like to see, what could happen if she puts all of her focus into this, good cause. Obviously, she's doing a good job of providing a command presence and leadership. But, if she can manage to generate a little bit of facial action, who knows where that could lead.
Yeah, no, look, she's definitely doing a fantastic job with these New Zealand girls. I think possibly to her coaching repertoire, just a bit more gesticulating from my point. I think as one of the coaches in the pool, she's definitely one of the calmest we've seen this tournament so far, and probably just a few more hand signals just to help the commentators out with interpreting what's going on would be appreciated from Emma.
Yeah, she does like the stone cold type delivery of the coaching action, I must admit, as her girls are throwing down a whole bunch of stick candy, driving that puck over to the near side on a right-hand swim, 45 initially and straightening up and coming back on another angle, sort of 90 degrees into the centre channel there. Met by the Canadian defenders, but a good effort by the Kiwis to maintain a whole bunch of contested puck. And that has gone in the tray. I don't know if the buzzer went earlier. I don't think so. That is goal number 4 for the Kiwis. That's number 4 with goal number 4 there, Nico.
Yeah, so we've got Georgia Child there, number 4, the captain who we saw. Maybe the new mouthguard that she picked up on the side a second ago is what has brought her to put that one in.
Shane Blake getting on the bandwagon on chat saying yes. Stephen Carr's saying Canada is playing amazing with 8. Aqua Lupus trying to listen to you guys at work. Stop being hilarious. I'll stop at Aqua Lupus, you old silver tongue you. As the Kiwis kick off from the wall again. And the Canadians doing the same. The Kiwis are probably going to win this strike by about a metre. The Canadians quick to join them there in the centre, and the play going over the far side. Just under 3 minutes remaining in this first half. All Kiwis so far, the Canadians putting up a valiant effort in defence. As you can see, the Kiwis driving it to this near side wall here, Nico.
Yeah, look, I'm really enjoying watching this Kiwi under-23 women's team throughout this tournament, and it's really impressive the confidence that the girls are swimming the puck with, and they really seem to have a team belief, and there's just no fear there. Once they've got the puck on that back, they're really backing each other up and getting good numbers down to finish off those drives. So, look, tip of the hat to Emma Ray, even without the beard, being able to create this kind of intensity in her team.
Yeah, and I just had an idea. I mean, I tell you what would give Emma...
This is dangerous.
I tell you what would give Emma a little bit of an advantage in the facial raccoon stakes. What she could do is she could release her head hair, comb it down, loop it around, like spray it / glue it up, and just sort of form a bit of an underneath beard.
Yeah,
that
like a
grows
chin
upward.
pigtail, that kind of ponytail that just hangs off the bottom of the chin.
Exactly. She could definitely do that. She could seriously do that today. I think she's got enough hair there. So, Emma, when you watch this replay with the girls, I know the Kiwis do like to do a bit of strategic game replay sort of breakdown. When you're getting amongst it, just have a think about it, mate, because you can imagine how much leadership and coaching prowess you could generate as the Kiwis go all the way to the corner of the tray, met there by the Canadian defenders on a nice breakdown, a breakdown defensive move there by that last Canadian defender. The Kiwis very quick to recycle it back into the centre channel. A whole bunch of rock and roll. There might even be a little bit of a crocodile roll come up in a second here, Nico.
Oh, yeah, look, I think there's enough experience here that the crocodile roll hopefully won't come out, but great switch off the wall there by the Kiwi girls to really create that attacking space and pressure, so that's fantastic work. But the Canadians just managed to get the numbers down, and they'll be pretty happy with this at the moment as the commentator's curse really comes over me there and they put a goal in just as I'm propping them up.
Yeah, the Canadians were doing a great effort of keeping the Kiwis out, but there's a whole bunch of pressure being applied by those Kiwi girls, a very slick unit. Whole bunch of stick candy being thrown around by the Kiwi ladies. So goal number 5 being scored there for them. I'm not sure which player it was. We'll wait to get the official word. The Kiwis need to be careful here. Like, they are behind in the goal scoring regime of getting 14 on the board. But if they do, we all know what's going to happen there, Nico.
Yeah, look, I'm hoping that you've got something lined up for us today. I have full faith in this Canadian team, though. I can't see. That's a huge power swim from that Canadian centre there to drive it through, but just a lonesome effort. Her team just a little bit behind. Yeah, look, I'm confident that the Canadians are going to hold this to less than 14, so we're not going to hear the dulcet tones of Whitney Houston today, but anything's possible.
Yeah, I don't want to write off Whitney, that's for sure. I mean, I agree. The Canadians are definitely putting up a valiant effort, and I don't think that we're going to get anywhere near 14, to tell you the truth, as the Kiwis go on another very repetitive drive that they've done before in the last 15 minutes of this half. As half-time is called, no extra goal for you there, ladies, from the Kiwi side of the fence, as Chewbacca calls half-time and the girls are told to swap end. They will get a chance to listen to their respective coaches, as obviously Andrew, the lumberjack, is going to go over there and just resplendently and hypnotically give some coaching advice to his Canadian girls there, Nico.
I don't know, does he even speak, or does he just wobble his chin and the beard kind of tells a story?
Yeah, I think he speaks through the beard. I don't know what kind of language he's applying there. Maybe some maple syrup just flows out of that thing. I'm not sure. But either way, it's just sort of all good for the Canadian ladies. Some of the people on the chat asking us, Lee Chamberlain do you mean, is that another Aussie saying, what is a crocodile roll? I'm surprised that you don't know that, Lee. Can you describe the crocodile roll for Lee there, Nico?
Yeah, so obviously Lee Chamberlain, coming from the long dynasty of the Chamberlain family in NZ underwater hockey. The crocodile roll, not to be confused with the barrel roll, which he's asking us about. The barrel roll, I think, is that hilarious Kiwi move they do where they keep the puck on their bat, but they kind of spin themselves around.
A la Liam Watson-esque
Yeah,
type,
kind of Benson or Liam, all those funny videos you see on YouTube. That's what I'm talking about with the barrel roll. But the crocodile roll, we're talking a half curl, flick the puck underneath your butt, and then roll like a crocodile to pick it up on the other side. Also known as the death roll, but the crocodile roll is what we're talking about.
And I also want to explore what you just said before, that the Kiwi team had enough experience to not do the crocodile roll, mate. In the last training camp that we had together, I threw 3 crocodile rolls in one day. What are you saying there?
Look, I don't want to, we've already questioned your bone density. I don't want to question your hockey skill as well, but there could be a reason you're in the commentator booth calling this one, Stu. But no, look, I was partial to those crocodile rolls. I was coaching, so sadly I didn't get to punish you for the effort put in as we get to 1 minute left here in this halftime chatter. But
every now and again, there's a little space for just a cheeky crocodile roll. And I'd like to let everyone know out there that when I did the crocodile roll, I got the puck at the end of it.
Yes, I did see you score a goal off a crocodile roll. So we see the Canadian team there getting a little bit of hand signalling going in the bench to each other. It's an interesting tactic there. Is that something to do with, is it support of the beard or some kind? Is he trying to splash to get a bit of water up into it?
Was that the coach splashing or was it the girls?
Yeah, look, the girls just getting in a circle and just getting a bit of a splashing going in the middle. I know splashing has been a fixture for some of these teams in their fire-ups. We've seen really the Argentinian teams really get into it before their game.
Yeah, I think the Canadians just sort of doing a little bit of salmon hunting there. You know, maybe Andy does have a couple of salmon just sort of cruising around in his beard, and they're just kind of doing a bit of salmon tapping, trying to tease them out. I think the Argentinians have been told by the Canadians there's a whole bunch of salmon in. I don't mind their fish in Argentina, so I think they've been hunting for a whole bunch of salmon sort of before the game at half-time, just doing a whole bunch of salmon slapping, just sort of seeing what kind of aqua life they can get out of this pool as this game continues. With a big dolphin kick game there by the Canadian strike, met by a very quick Kiwi lady, and the puck goes to the far side of the court there, Nick.
Yeah, don't forget to breathe, mate. That was a big one. She really got on. You thought that Canadian girl was going to win the strike, but the Kiwi just came from nowhere there on the angled camera shot. Yeah, look, I think they're channeling their inner grizzly bear there as they're whacking the water, trying to slap that salmon out. As we see a Canadian girl on a good strike. Kiwi definitely trying to get some of that puck cleanly, hopefully not getting pulled for a stick infringement there and managing to make the steal. And then stay down, second, third effort, turn and get that onto a teammate there as they move into our little blind spot between the sub benches there, Stu. Now that blind spot will be gone tomorrow when we shift some cameras from the other court and bring them across and upgrade our footage as well. I think that, tells a story, that one there. The Canadians, with their 8 players, just finding the legs to get back and defend that one. It's a tough sight.
Number 8 there for Kiwi Land, scoring goal number 6 for the New Zealand under-23 ladies. And as Nico said, unfortunately for the Canadian defenders, under a lot of pressure progressively and consistently by the Kiwi ladies, and basically just defensive rotation falling down there and a hole opening up. And you can see that number 8 lady for New Zealand, who is Farah Brill Holland, just recognising that space, swimming into it, a nice little angled flick, plopped it into the tray, and a very nice goal there displayed there by Farah. As the game reconvenes, the Kiwis keeping possession, giving a little bit of ground backwards, passing the puck off to an awaiting player, and then swimming on a nice 45 out to the far side of the court there, Nico.
Yeah, they're really not... They're not the team you want to be challenging in the centre corridor. We've seen the Canadians really effectively managing to sweep that puck out to the walls and set up their defensive structures in the first half. But we've just seen here the Kiwi girls, every time you just cannot afford to give these girls a sniff. They really are goal hungry and are doing a great job of maintaining possession of that puck and making the most of their opportunities, Stu.
Yeah, too true. As you can see on the live chat, Liam Watson just harking back to the glory days of Jason Lord playing underwater hockey. Just cracking out a couple of Jason Lord moves, a little bit of underbody flick through the leg type action. He was a bit of a fan of that. Lee Chamberlain weighing in on there saying, I think you should punish the crocodile roll out of us, or did punish the crocodile roll out of us, Liam Watson, in the junior grades. And Stephen Carr's saying it's an effective move in the senior grades. Kim Galbraith saying, well done, Farah. And Vanessa Brill-Holland saying, go Fars. So Vanessa, I believe, is probably a family member of Farah there, Nico.
Yeah, we see a lot of family members tuning in as we see a signal from the refs here. Looks like Amar on the far side. Oh, no, it's not Amar. Amar on the close side making the call, but the far side referee playing advantage for stick infringement against New Zealand. So a bit of a reprieve there for Canada, Stu, out to their own 5-2 and see if they can set something up.
Yeah, let's see what they can do here. I mean, the Canadians haven't really looked that keen to drive anywhere except for the wall. You can see the Kiwis sort of spread out in the centre of the court, allowing a little bit of space over the far side. So not surprising if the Canadians just sort of go straight or go out to the wall there because the Kiwis were sort of setting up to shepherd them that way anyway, structurally. And funny old thing, that's where the puck goes. Kiwis doing a good job attacking, but the Canadians, very strong in defence under a lot of attacking pressure here by the Kiwis, Nico.
Yeah, look, they're doing a good job. I think 6-0 at this stage. Andrew, the Lumberjack, would be happy as you see the Kiwis making a switch across to the near side and just keeping possession of that puck and then recycling it back into the corridor. It's a fantastic effort. This Kiwi team really has just been a goal monster this whole tournament. So 6-0 at this stage is a really good showing, especially with 8 players in the pool.
Yeah, a lot of very hungry, very greedy cookie monsters putting a whole bunch of cookies in the goal over this tournament for the Kiwi ladies. Very keen on laying down some stick candy in the court there. You can see a whole bunch of really good passes from the Kiwi girls, right to left, left to right. Met in the middle by the Canadians finally, bringing the contest to those Kiwi girls. Not making it easy as the Kiwis take it out to their right-hand side, pressing advantage, trying to get around this Canadian defensive structure. I think that one's actually gone in the bin, as the Kiwis would say. So goal number 7 being laid down by the Kiwi girls. And that's number 5 there, Nico.
Yeah, number 5, the goal machine, Gabby Steer. I think that's her 3rd, maybe even 4th goal for this game. So really showing the New Zealand girls how it's done and leading the way there. And Coach Emma Ray will be very happy with that performance, I think, Stu.
Yeah, well done, Gabby. She's definitely a goal hound, and I think there might be a timeout called here by Emma. That is confirmed as she just sort of lazily cruises into the court area. A little bit of lazy freestyle going on as she cruises over to her Kiwi ladies. 50 seconds remaining in this timeout. Canada trailing New Zealand 7-0. Where are you going? A little bit of confusion going on here in the Wombat Hole commentary box. But I will keep quacking away. Just a quick shout out to all the sponsors that are supporting this competition. As you can see, the team list for both Canada and New Zealand flashed up there on the screen very quickly. Tasmanian Government, Tourism Tasmania, Events Tasmania and the Hobart City Council being our major sponsors here. Please don't forget to jump online, go to www.gofundme/Hobart 2017 and show your appreciation and donate some money to this amazing competition and show your support for the free streaming and all the equipment that we've had to buy here for this junior competition. Essentially just supporting junior underwater hockey around the world and locally here in Australia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 30, whatever you decide to donate would be great. Plenty of people getting involved on the live chat, so please take the time out to press that donate now button at the top of your screen as you watch this game streamed live on YouTube. The game reconvening here and the Kiwi ladies just getting a little bit of attacking momentum as they cruise over to this near side wall. You can see that see-through wall, just how great it is at allowing us to see so much more of the play. Interesting enough, those colourful pool noodles, for those of you at home that aren't aware, that actually delineates 3 metres off the back wall as well, so it makes it really easy for the referees to set up the free pucks off the back wall, which is awesome to see as the Kiwi ladies do a nice little reverse curl grab of the puck there and try and drive that puck down to the back wall. Met there by the Canadian defenders, and Kiwis doing a nice little 90-degree move into the centre channel. One more Canadian to beat. They recycle it again. Couldn't get the flick off quite clear there, so the Canadians driving it across the tray out the other side as the refs play advantage. The buzzer goes. It's going to be interesting to see what foul is called here by the referees. You can see referee Amar saying it's obstruction for the Canadians against the Kiwis. A little bit of excessive hugging going on there by the Kiwis, I think. Just getting a little bit too friendly. Referees don't like too much friendliness in the court there, Nico.
No, look, they are a cold, calm and collected, calculated bunch of officials we've got here at this tournament, and I would like to see more love from the referees. I think we haven't seen enough passion on the bench, especially behind the score desk. I really like to see when those numbers are entered that they mean it and they love putting those numbers onto that sheet. But no, thanks for having me back. We just had a few dramas with our drug testing program that's going on here. Obviously, we're running a rigorous screening panel, keeping the sport as clean as we possibly can. So just sorting out a few technical dramas as we see the game progressing here. Stu, what did I miss?
It's been a bit of the same, mate. Lots of good defending from the Canadians. A lot of very nice stick candy attacking type moves there from the Kiwis, as displayed by this nice little drive they've got going on in the centre part of right in front of the tray there. I think the puck has gone in. That is goal number 8 for the Kiwis, and I think that was scored by number 8 as well there, Nico.
Number 9, I think we're getting there. Annabelle Fletcher-Jones putting that goal in. I think that's the first goal for Annabelle this game, so well done to her. New Zealand starting to share it around. Nice to see Gabby Steer letting the rest of the team kind of have a chance to do some good work on the tray. Yeah, well done, Annabelle, for a nice goal there. Stephen Carr's asking if I have my foot up. Thank you for all the concern there, Steve. And yes, I do. You'd be happy to know that my foot is well raised. I'm on a nice little sort of lazy boy style couch in this little Wombat Hole commentary box that we've got going on. And my boot, my little, I don't know, snowshoe type boot arrangement that I've got on my leg is well raised. Probably up around about just above, maybe on the chestal region at the same height as Nick's chest as he sits down here next to me, and this game continues in the near side court. Kiwis trying to press an advantage. Canadians just sort of holding it up there, Nico. Yeah, look, the Canadians valiant until the end in this contest. Down players and doing a fantastic job of making a contest here against the New Zealand women. And I mean, the only reason your foot can get up to my chest is obviously because you're sitting down, because usually you trying to get your foot up to my chest height would be that would be the splits with your foot vertical in the air, Stu. Yeah, look, I am a little bit vertically challenged. I won't deny it, and it is quite hard when you're surrounded by, let's face it, sort of like Yeti type giant people. Don't know if you guys know the story, but when I was dragged out of the water after I broke my leg, Nico was the only one that was there to help me, and I put my arm around his shoulders. He was bending down, unfortunately, and when he stood up, I had my hand all the way up around his head height on his shoulder. So goal number 9 there by the Kiwis, another little nice attacking move there. Number 10, I believe, there for the Kiwis. Yeah, Courtney Coughlin putting that one in. One of a few of the Coughlin girls, I think, who are here. I think there's some playing in the under-19 women's as well, I believe. So keeping it in the family. Yeah, I think is it Grace Coughlin, under-19 women's, is the captain? Oh, geez, you're testing my knowledge now, mate. I'll consult my folder. I am actually going to be very impressed with myself if I actually remembered that. But I know she's definitely in the team, as timeout is called by Andrew the Lumberjack, and you see a couple of salmon accompanying him over to the Canadian side of the court there, and so are his players. 1 minute their teams will both get, with only 5.5 minutes remaining in this game. The Kiwis in a very dominant position, 9 goals ahead of the Canadians, 9-0 at the moment. A lot of attacking being put down by the Kiwi ladies. A lot of good defending by this valiant Canadian lineup. Only having 2 subs, let's not forget. So the Canadians doing it tough and learning a lot of lessons in this comp, and really showing us all just what, quality sportsmanship and effort is all about here at this comp, Nico. Yeah, look, it is great. It's been an amazing camaraderie happening on the side of the pool. The pool staff really impressed and amazed at the passion of this underwater hockey community and how well everyone gets along as we see the Canadians getting their splash on again. Mate, I think we'll go points either way here for this one. There is a Grace. Not Coughlin, though. Grace Driscoll is the number 7 in the under-19 NZ women's team. It's actually Georgia Coughlin in there. And Georgia, I knew it was a G. Yeah, and Georgia is actually the highest goal scorer in the under-19 women's division. So props to Georgia there. Is she really more goals than Paris? I believe so, mate, yeah. Wow, and Phoenix. I believe so. Wow, well, I did not know that, but that's very impressive, Georgia. Highest goal scorer for the under-19 division. Canadians getting an advantage puck, and they are in their attacking half, so well done, Canada, for soaking up a lot of pressure applied here by the Kiwis and putting on your own little attacking show as they come in through the middle channel here. Met by the Kiwis, puck's sort of sliding out to the right-hand side, but the Canadians on a nice little attacking drive here, Nico. Yes, they are. They've managed to push this up into unfamiliar territory, so hopefully they don't get lost up there as we see New Zealand clearing that back up the wall, which has been pointed out. David Jones letting us know that Annabelle isn't actually playing, even though she managed to score that goal. But, David, we can only go on what's provided to us by the referees. Obviously, Stu and I, being the consummate professionals that we are, wouldn't dare question any calls that we see coming from the court, and clearly not an error on our fault, Stu.
Well, I think it just harks back to just the talent this player Annabelle has got. You know, she can score a goal without even being in the pool. So, well done, Annabelle, for an excellent goal. That's definitely going to still go to you as credit. 9 goals New Zealand, 0 to Canada as New Zealand counter-attack off that really nice Canadian attacking drive. The flick goes in. It looks like it's ended up in the tray. And I do believe that's going to be goal number 10 for the Kiwis. That is confirmed, and that's number 5 there for New Zealand.
I'll give you one guess who number 5 is, Paco. The goal fiend.
Wow, the goal hound, and I've forgotten her name.
Gabby Steer putting that one in for, I think, goal number 5 or number 6 now for her on the personal tally.
Gabby, you machine. I forgot your name because you've just scored so many goals. I absolutely just sort of focused on the goals and forgot that it was Gabby. But I do recall just how many goals number 5 has put in today. 10 goals for the Kiwis, 3.5 minutes remaining. This game kicks off again, and I don't think the Kiwis are going to have the juice in their legs to get to 14 here, Nico.
No, look, I think we're safe, viewers and friends at home. You're not going to have to hear Stu sing because I think 3 minutes, I've got faith this Canadian team can shut this game down from here and keep playing with the courage that they've shown so far. As we see the game getting bottled up a bit on that far side, but the Kiwis just have the confidence, constantly bringing that puck into the corridor and just happy to throw those passes in behind it and trust that the numbers are coming to help them out, Stu.
Yeah, they do. They really execute well. As you can see, the Canadians push to their limit to keep that attacking play out of the tray. Unfortunately, the Kiwis recycled it around to the centre channel well. Got a nice little flick off and just caught that Canadian last defender in a bad body position. She had to go for the classic sort of offside, stick upside down, feet in the air, bum down type knockdown attempt. Missed the flick, unfortunately. It's always a 50-50, those type of knockdowns, and that's goal number 11 for the Kiwis, Nico, with 2.5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, the number 4, Georgia Child, putting that one in there, one of the senior players in this team, and another one of their goal hounds.
Is that the captain of the team, Georgia?
Ooh, no, yes it is. Captain number 4, Georgia Child, the new mouthguard, doing a good job for her. That's the second goal she's put in today since she changed her mouthguard on the side there.
Yeah, very nice by Georgia there. A little bit of leadership shown by the captain, the Kiwi under-23 ladies. The leaders in this division, and as Nick said, absolute goal fiends sometimes. They can get a run on, and they seriously can put a lot of goals in. You can see they're already up to 11 against this Canadian, this very, very determined Canadian team there. And as the Kiwis, again, crowd that goal tray. No goal this time, no thank you. They get told by the refs. And
pretty sure Amar's listening to the booth here, and he has heard that if that gets to 14, the song's coming out. So he's doing us a favour there, ladies and gentlemen. You can send your donations to 6AA for his support there and shutting the game down and keeping us below that 14. But just to bring you to an important fact here, Stu, Kim Galbraith, now she's got a very serious question for you. And I'm interested to hear the answer here. Given we're coming into finals, the hockey's getting harder, the games are getting tighter and closer, is there a chance that we could reconsider the goal difference, given that, 14 in a round robin, fair enough, we're going to see some results like that. Less and less of those now. The competition is getting closer and closer. So is there the possibility of reconsidering the goal difference?
A very good question. Good point. Well raised. Timely as well, because I completely understand what you're getting at. We are in the sharp end of the tournament now. There is going to be less goal difference available here as the teams progress and more competition is carried out as the Kiwis again press an advantage on the goal tray. This might actually be goal number 12. Watch out, Kiwis. You could be 14.
Emma Ray will probably call a timeout here to bank that 30 seconds, give him a chance of getting a few extra.
Interesting enough, the old captain of the Kiwi team, she's having to throw down some leadership from the sin bin at the moment. She's actually sitting out for 2 minutes for a dangerous flick. So old Georgia Child is having to throw down some leadership from those little comfy sin bin chairs there, Nico.
As she sits in the chair, zhuzhing her hair, and she's actually taken the option of removing all the kit. She's gone full gear off. She's zhuzhed her hair. I think she might be getting ready for a poolside interview with you there, maybe, Stu. I
would not be surprised. I know she's got her mouth guard sort of out of her mouth, just chewing on one side of it. So getting ready. Saying Liam Watson saying Gabby channeling a little bit of Yongi in the pool there. Could not agree with you more, Liam. Yongi does love a good cherry pick. He loves to he loves to take the credit for the team doing all the hard work and then just taking those goals and getting those goal numbers up. A whole bunch of stick candy being attempted there by the Kiwis, but just letting that puck go outside of the reach as the puck comes around the outside of the 6-metre D. Canadians doing a nice little defensive 45 drive out of their defensive area there, Nico.
Yeah, as we see full-time kicking over there, Stu, it's going to be New Zealand winning this first of the women's quarterfinals in a 12-0 victory over Canada, and what a fantastic hard-fought effort from the Canadian girls, down to 8 there. As we see, Parkinson's going to leave his couch, pull his foot down off the table and head out to the pool deck, I think, to get some interviews. Where the team's coming together in the middle of the pool. The Lumberjack, I'm sure, will have some wise words of wisdom for his valiant group of 8 players, and that's not the end of the tournament for them, folks. They will now go into the bottom half of the draw, and they'll play out for the seedings, which could become important in the ladder, the way things are breaking down, and the number of teams we're getting coming to this tournament now. Seedings for the next Worlds will make a difference as to which group these teams might end up in and how it all breaks down. Both teams opting for the huddle. You know, it's an interesting whether to go for the huddle with the arms around the shoulders or the hands in the middle. Obviously, the Canadians doing their hands around the shoulders just to get that beard as close as they can to the centre of that group. As Stuart Parkinson makes his way to the pool deck there and grabs the mic, and I'll hand across to him.
All right, joining me here courtside. Hello, Georgia, the captain of the Kiwi Under-23 team. Nice 12-0 victory there, mate.
Yeah, it was a really fun game. We were trying a few new things, which we pulled off some of the time, so we're really pleased with it.
So I saw you get out of the pool during the game and go for a bit of a mouthguard swap. Is that right?
No, I may have been wanting to be sick.
Oh, really? What, did you get a little bit of gut punch from one of the Canadian girls in there?
No, I just held my breath too long.
Sometimes it happens. I guess it's one of those hazards of the sport. So Gabby, number 5 for you guys, scoring an absolute, serious amount of goals today.
Yeah, she's an absolute machine up the front. She's such a good forward.
Yeah, I was very impressed. Well, 12 goals down. You guys almost got to 14. You almost had Whitney Houston come back for the Kiwis. Some people might have been a little bit upset that you didn't score 14 there.
Oh, we're sorry about that, but we are trying to improve ourselves for the next few games, so it wasn't about the goal count for us.
Right, well, nice work and good luck for the final series.
Thank you very much. See ya.
Thanks, Georgia. Hello. I've got number 1 here for the Canadians. What's your name?
Tavi Taranitz. Oh, okay. Tavi Taranitz.
Hello, Tavi. It's very nice to meet you. I'm Stu. A tough game in there for you.
Yeah, it was a rough one, but I had a great time. I think we all did.
So I'm interested to explore. There's an MVP award that I've heard about that the Canadians dish out, I believe, after every game. I believe it's some sort of fluffy beaver-type creature. Is that correct?
Well, the U19 boys have the Wet Beaver Award, which is the MVP for their team. We have the Seat of Fame in our car, and that's the U23 girls' MVP award.
The Seat of Fame, ladies and gentlemen, and utilised by the Under-23 ladies. I saw you guys slapping the water, sort of at half-time when Coach Andrew, the Lumberjack, was giving you some good advice. Were you guys just sort of trying to tease out a couple of salmon out of his beard there, Tavi?
Well, I'm a fan of trout myself, but hopefully there's still some left for dinner tonight.
Okay, well, look, really good contest, and well done for fighting that game out.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the tournament.
Thanks, Tavi. You too. See ya.